Hello,
Master.
welcome to another episode of Our Moments, where we will be sharing or we'll be asking each other questions, and you will get to know us in as a couple, rather. So let's go to the first question. What would be your ideal room in a house where you would feel the most comfortable if you had unlimited money and time? What would be your ideal room in a house, where you would feel the most comfortable if you had unlimited money and time? So condition again, limited money, time.
Are we supposed to talk about what's happening inside the room, or just anything about the room?
Anything about the room?
I would use a room with an ocean view.
Okay.
Whereby just open the curtains, and then my view would be just the ocean. That calmness of the ocean, the sound of the waters and everything. So if I had money, I would get a room that has
unlimited.
Yeah, unlimited money. I'll get something like that.
Perfect. Next question.
What does the word success mean to you?
Oh my goodness.
Success.
It's a gift, Nora. Each and every time I read books, I come across, these test questions whereby the author makes us to be exposed to certain questions before getting into a topic. What does success means to you? Success, the way I define it is different from how you define it. So
it differs from one person to the other.
It does. So what is it to me? Oh my goodness. In all the areas I get.
In life, I can describe what a master is having this problem.
Success for me is discipline. If there is anything that I feel complete about, is when my plans for the day, the plans that I made for the day, are perfectly completed. That is success to me. There is nothing that gives me a good feeling there's nothing that gives me a good feeling like writing down all of your plans and then finishing them with nothing disturbing you. People say, you know what, today I'm going to wake up at 5 o'clock, and you do wake up at 5 o'clock. Today I'm going to make up a breakfast for my family, and I'm going to do this, and doing all those without feeling. That is how I would define success. Being able to live under self-discipline.
How would you describe success when it comes to your family life?
Family life, balance. Balance. The ability to be able to balance. In what sense? Getting to spend more time with my family. That is a success for me. Time and finding balance. That is the success. Because for us as a family, we have to be in a relationship and we need to nurture it. And when I say time and balance, I mean us doing different activities that allows us to bond.
Okay.
Now, what were you thinking?
No, I'm just asking. Yes, it's your turn.
I need to ask you. Okay. Oh yes. Have you ever dreamed about starting a business?
I already have businesses, guys. I'm not dreaming. I've long started businesses. When I was 19. I don't know how old I am, but I've long started. Who is the last person that deeply disappointed you? I hope it's not me. The last person that deeply disappointed you.
Deeply?
I've disappointed you, but I don't think I've disappointed you deeply enough. But have I disappointed you?
Hey, just small moments, disappointments, not deeply, not the ones that are shallow disappointments.
Okay. Well, let's just get to the person who disappointed before. Deeply disappointed you.
I'm trying to think. Hey, it's not easy. Deeply. Oh my goodness, we're going to stay here forever.
Let's think like someone who play one man recently, what is it about? Someone who pissed you off, someone who feel this person will be my day, blah 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 blah.
But it has to be deeply. Some things that are just disappointments and over they're just here and
Okay.
They're just here and deeply, guys,
deeply disappointed you. You don't know.
I can't think of any, honestly.
Okay, no, I can't think of any. Let's get to the next question.
Is it my turn to ask you? Where and when do you get your best ideas?
When and where? I think I get my best ideas when I'm mostly at night, when I'm listening to a lot of music that I love. That is when I get most of my ideas from.
I thought you were going to say where, anywhere, when you're meditating.
When I'm meditating.
Because I think that is one thing. No, that was not meditating about life in general, but your moments with God. I thought you were going to say that because I think that is the most highlighted thing in our investor. Then we take time, and I'm like, no,
I do get ideas from the meditation, but mostly I have the most ideas. Where do I get them? I get them when I'm listening to music. When I listen to music, the ideas come. Especially even talk about meditation. Especially when I'm listening to the gospel music.
Oh, okay.
That's why I get my ideas. So I think I guess it's all the same thing. So I'm listening to gospel and all.
I get.
No. What's your most urgent priority for the rest of the year? Which one? The emergency one. Priority. The one that you want to say, that you want to be like, this year I wanted to do this, now I got it. The priority. The most urgent one for this year.
Go back to school?
You're already back to school. You're already back to school.
But what was the most,
what's your most urgent priority for the rest of this year?
For now, your man is just to pass my exams. That's still the most urgent priority for me right now. I need to pass to the other side.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
How many minutes do you have left? 3 minutes. Okay, let's get more questions.
What's the worst piece of advice you have ever been given? How advice you feel like, this is bad, this is trash?
Okay, the worst advice that I've ever been given was the advice that I got from some motivational speakers on the social media platforms. Advice that school is a waste of time and you're supposed to go straight into businesses, blah 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 blah. One thing that I've noticed, guys, okay, I'm just gonna shift a little bit from the couple version and move to the financial life a bit and give you my advice. Since I was given a bad advice. Guys, this is not America. Most of the guys who dropped out of school are in the United States. Some of them they dropped from Harvard. Guys. They didn't drop from your normal. I don't wanna mention names, but they didn't drop from your normal, university here in Botswana.
And they're not well recognized. Most
of them. They already can even go to school. Can do your causes not accredited at BQ and stuff like that. That is not a normal university. They dropped from Harvard, and that's why that chance of success it was way high. So someone tells you drop out of school, start entrepreneurship, hey, you're going to suffer here in our country. So that is the worst advice that I've ever been given. And I don't want to listen to that anymore. I hope. Oh, okay. What's the last book that you couldn't put down? When was the last time you read a book?
The thing with me is I can read different books. David Dillon.
What are you reading?
The one of Miles Monroe.
Okay, which one was really hard for you to put down? Rumi's crying.
Put down. I know she's crying. Should I go and get her?
No, we are finishing. How many minutes do you have left? Okay. Which one?
The book that I couldn't put down. Oh my goodness, there are several books that I read. Okay, yeah. seven.
What is it about? This person doesn't read, guys. Please, guys, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure to like. Make sure to comment. Make sure to engage with our content so that we bring you, more content again. Okay, so till next time, we are going to talk Till next time.
Yes, I read.
Bye.
She's been.
I can take video.
I know.